Hey everyone, welcome back to my YouTube channel, That Grunge Girl. If you're new here, I make mental health videos here on this channel. If you are interested in looking at different mental health topics, I have made a range of videos and they are all linked into playlists. So if you want to check that out, that is there for you. My Instagram is going to be on the screen here. I also have TikTok and a business. Everything's linked down below in my link tree. And yeah, so if you want to follow me on that, that'd be great. Please subscribe as it would really help me out, and I hope you enjoyed this video and you find it helpful. I'm going to be talking about a learning disorder called dyscalculia and how it affects your general life. But I'm going to be giving you mainly ways to work around this and cope. So I'm going to be giving you some examples of what I do when I go to work to try my best to kind of work around it. To be honest, it's been very, very hard, and I'm so grateful for the job, and I did, really want the job, obviously. Otherwise, I wouldn't have applied for it. And, I really need the extra money. But starting off with work, for me, one of the biggest problems with dyscalculia is the having trouble following sequences or directions or the order of things. So think about if you are cooking something and you have to follow a recipe, even if you have it written down, it can still be very, very challenging. And it takes me a lot longer than most people. For work, the solutions that I have come up with, and these don't really fix the whole problem, but this is the best I can do, is I take a notebook, just a really small one. I don't have one here, but I take like a notebook that is like a little bit bigger than a sticky note kind of thing, and I put it in my because I wear jeans at work. Put it in my pocket, or I put it under the desk where the register is. So I have it there because I have to sign in with a code to use the register. And this code is not a code you can change. They've just given me a random code. That is the issue. It's like a 5-number code as well. And if it was 3 numbers, I could probably remember it, maybe, but anything more than that is difficult. So I write it on my hand. So yeah, if you need to remember important information, a good tip is to write it on your hand. Have a notebook with you. It doesn't matter what job you do. You can do this. So yeah, keep the notebook either. If you're at a desk, on the desk, have it on a Word document. If you have access to computer, I don't. So obviously, I'm using a notebook. But I write everything down in the notebook. And this is where employers can get frustrated, they get annoyed, they get really impatient, they get really like, what the heck, why can't you do this? Because they don't know you have a learning disorder. And even if you tell them, they probably still don't actually understand what it's like. Because to them, it's so simple. They're like, why can't you just put a number in and just listen? I cannot tell you the amount of times I've had people in my life tell me, you're not listening. You need to listen back. At the end of your shift or whatever job you do, I would recommend always writing notes and writing down any things that you did wrong or any things that you maybe feedback. So if you're being given feedback, write it down. You need to use public transport is to test it out before you have to go somewhere, whether it's an appointment, whether it's work. If you drive a car, I do this. I drive to the place also because I have anxiety, but because of my learning disorder also. I have a really hard time following a GPS, like even because I don't know my left and rights, which is another symptom of dyscalculia. So I don't know when the GPS says take the first exit or the second exit. I don't know what that means. Before I have to go somewhere new, I will drive there on a day where I'm not stressed. I put alarms on for everything, or sticky notes everywhere. Yeah, I will look at, first of all, I ask my mom. Normally, if you're by yourself, this won't work, but I ask my mom if she's been to the place first, and I say, hey, how much time do you think? I ask her this about everything, to be honest. I say, how much time do you think I need to get ready? Those are my tips and advice. Hopefully, you can transfer this into your general life and into your workplace. I just had to come up with solutions, basically. So thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in my next video.